Hello, I'm Peter Jacob. I'm a clinical research fellow and PhD candidate at King's College London. I'm going to present my poster number 885 today on continuous glucose monitoring and the optimal duration of download required. We're increasingly using CGM in clinical services, but also in research studies as an outcome measure. Most commonly, these are short duration CGM profiles that are used, such as 1 or 2 weeks, and this is because it's the standard preset on the software for downloading CGM. We ask the question, what is the optimal duration of CGM download required to be truly representative of the individual's overall glycemia? To do this, our aim was to quantify the total duration of CGM required to achieve a stable correlation with the individual's full data set. And we wanted to do this with a preset R-squared value of greater than 0.9 in a real-world cohort. So to do this, we identified 86 patients in our clinical diabetes service with type 1 diabetes who had greater than 70% sensor wear time, either with the Freestyle Libre or the Dexcom, and who shared their data with our clinical service. Our cohort had a mean age of 41 years, with 2/3 female, and had an HbA1c of 7.5%. The median duration of CGM data available was 32 weeks, and the vast majority had more than 12 weeks of data available. For each of the individuals in the study, we identified their mean glucose, standard deviation, coefficient of variation, and as well as the time in range, time above range, and time below the standard range of 4 to 10 millimoles per litre. We calculated each of these measures for the entire data set, but also then for the first week's data only, and performed a correlation. Following this, we added data for several weeks at a time until we achieved a stable correlation. You can see that in each of our measures that we studied achieved the pre-specified threshold between 4 and 9 weeks. Following on from this, we went on to stratify our patients based on their quartile of CV in the first week at baseline. We had our quartiles were a CV of below 33.7% and the highest quartile with greater than 42.2%. When we looked at the stability here, we show the time in range. The time taken to stability for the lowest CV quartile was actually very short, at 3 weeks. So here. For the quartile with the highest CV, we found that it took much longer for them to achieve the pre-specified threshold. We think that these data have some important implications. First of all, in clinical practice, that an individual who has a high degree of glycemic variability will need to have a longer duration download, particularly if important therapeutic decisions are being made, such as changing modality of therapy. Secondly, in research studies, particularly those with small numbers of participants and in whom you might expect to have a high degree of glycemic variability, we might need to build in longer durations of CGM download as if that's going to be used as a significant outcome measure within the study. Thank you.